What's good, y'all? Welcome to an episode of Buzz Boys. I'm your host, Terry. Earlier tonight, the Hornets were able to take care of the Bulls. Um, nice comeback. Felt good. After that, 1 point Bucks loss slipped away just last night. It felt good to get this win. And I apologize, not getting a video out last night. Just the time of year, these past couple games, it's been Christmas, then it's been New Year's, just kind of been with family to the point where I haven't really been able to watch these games from first to fourth quarter and really, come up here and have a dialogue about it the way I really like to. I like to be able to watch the game in depth, so I'm confident in what I'm talking about. Because usually, as I'm watching the game, I make notes and stuff like that. So, time is always going to permit to be able to watch all 82 games. Like it just is what it is. But anyway, tonight was a great win. I honestly felt like coming in, we had a good chance to win. When I saw, they have no Josh Giddey, it was pretty much like, all right, let's come in here. Vucevic and Dinsumu is pretty much it. I mean, and that was their top two scorers. Buzila stepped up. He had 17 and 8. But really, I mean, it was just like, can we survive Vucevic with no centers, no Kobe White, no Josh Giddey? I mean, I felt like we should have been good, and we were. We took care of business, but we were down. I think it was 15. Yeah, we were down 15 in the second quarter, and then we were up as much as 18 in the fourth. So, we got going. Really, LaMelo and Brandon got out to a slow start. The team got out to a slow start in general. Miles got off to a pretty good start. But besides Miles, it was kind of slow for everybody. But Brandon and LaMelo really got out to a slow start. I think they both went scoreless in the first quarter. I think at halftime, they might have both had like 4 points at halftime. So, that says enough. It was slow. But we bounced back, and I'm really glad that we did. I'm really glad that we got this win because today, Tar Heels played, lost to SMU. Start my day. Panthers lost against the Bucks, got cheated on national television. So all day I've just been looking forward to watching Carolina at 2, Panthers at 4, Hornets at 8. And with the first two just being just devastating losses, getting a win to end the night really was good for my spirits. So I appreciate you guys, Charlotte Hornets. Thank you so much. But no, seriously, it was good to see this team get a win because the standings as well, we're trying to climb back up. We've lost to the Bucks twice recently within like a week, and the Bucks are right ahead of us. We really needed those 2 wins. If we would have beat the Bucks both times, we would be ahead of them right now. So it's like we really need to be beating the Bucks when we can, the Hawks when we can, the Bulls when we can. We need to take care of business because, those are people in front of us. So, yeah, man, but Miles Bridges, I got to give a big shout out to him, man. 26 points, 14 rebounds. The assists weren't there tonight, the triple-double hunt, or anything like that, but just a big double-double, really stepping up when we, are down these centers, man. And, people say, trade Miles, but Miles literally always is the one that steps the fuck up. He always steps up. And he plays. So it's just, like Miles plays, bro. He steps up. Seriously, he's streaky, especially with a 3-point shot. Like it was bad a couple weeks ago. Bro was going for like 1 for 6 from 3 like all the time. But when it's good, it's good, man. So I gotta give a big shout out to him because he was a real reason that we won this game. 14 rebounds. You out there, battling Vucevic, snatching boards from him. It's props, man. Playing out of position. Small ball 5, just doing everything that it takes to win. PJ Hall, though, I got to give a shout out to him, too. Just because, at the end of the day, he's been thrown to the fire. But I think he showed plenty. summer league. He's shown plenty in the G League. That he's ready. He has a grown man body. He has athleticism and he has a motor. And when you have those things, you can succeed. So I gotta give a shout out to him, man. Because he's making plays for sure. And it's like I just can't believe that Drew Peterson was really taking a spot from this man. Like when I was pissed when the Grizzlies signed him away during summer league right before our championship because like why doesn't he have a two-way? Fuck Drew Peterson. And I understand why Drew Peterson had it. You know, he led the G League in 3-point percentage and all of that. But then he came to the Hornets, he wasn't doing nothing. Literally nothing. So, yeah, man, it was about time. I'm really happy that we did what we did and got PJ, man, because he's made all the difference. But like I said, man, Brandon, really stepped it up at the end of like the second he got going. Well, no, yeah, I think he had 4 halftime. So it was like started third. He started getting going. Him and Miles both like got going in that third quarter and really allowed us to pull away. And then that's when LaMelo came in. He made a couple threes, but Brandon started making plays, and Miles hit back-to-back threes, and I think that's really when we started turning up in that third quarter. But yeah, man, I mean, Brandon is a really big part of what we're trying to do. The Hornets have a good problem on their hands, and I see people debating it on the T all the time. Who's the best player on the team? Oh, is it Brandon? Is it Khan? Is it LaMelo? Is it man? Look, that's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. Like, hear people telling, oh yeah, we need to trade. No, we're not trading shit. As long as LaMelo's healthy, him, Brandon, Khan, you need to keep them motherfuckers together and maximize them. I mean, that's the best thing to do. Now, the thing is, can everybody have an efficient game at the same time? That's the challenge that we need to master. But, as these four get to playing together consistently, it'll get figured out. But, man, Brandon, he's a stud, man. He's a stud, seriously. And, he had a questionable decision at the end of that Bucks game, and that's really why I wish I could have made a video, but I just was kind of tied up. But I wish I could have made a video last night about that Bucks game because the ending, Brandon did a lot of questionable things toward the end of that game that you could kind of point to and say, could be on you. Why did you do that? But he made up for it tonight for sure. And we were able to get a W. LaMelo, kind of stat padded late. And it was 17, had 12 really. And I kind of was surprised he came back in the game because, I mean, we were up like 12 with like maybe like 2 minutes left. And I was kind of surprised to see him come back in, but he did. Got like 5 little points. He had a little dunk at the end. Vucevic didn't take too kindly to that. So, at the end of the day, there was like 17 seconds left when he did that. And they came down and scored, and then we dribbled out after that. So, I don't know, but I really do want to see LaMelo be efficient. Like last night, 12 points on 25%. And then tonight he ended up 17 on 46%. But really before those 2 window dressers, I mean, he would have been 5 for 13. So it's like, really, really just, I want to see LaMelo continue to be efficient. But like I said, everybody just has to gel together. These minutes restrictions on him wasn't back to back. At this point, we just got to be happy that he's playing back to back. So I'll take what I can get. But yeah, we definitely just want to see LaMelo, out there looking a little more comfortable. And he's not shooting the ball as much, which is interesting. Like I wonder if he's just putting an emphasis on finding better shots for others, because it hasn't been as many quick threes like early in possessions and super deep threes. He still shoots the deep threes when he like walks into him and somebody passes it, but it's not so much off the dribble anymore. If he shoots a deep three, it's more so now catch and shoot. So, we're seeing LaMelo's game change a little bit, and I wonder if it's him, if it's the coaching staff, if it's a little bit of both. Is it analytic people? Like I'm really kind of curious, but I am happy to see him making better decisions with the basketball. But I still want him to be him and to maximize his potential as well. Moving on, Colin Sexton definitely gave us some good buckets. He was one of the first people to really get going for us. And I think he might have like 8 or 9 at halftime. He was definitely one of the first people to get going for us. It's kind of the same thing with him every night, man. He puts his head down, he gets to the basket. He uses his speed, he gets to the basket. He's always in the paint hunting for a bucket or fouls, man. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's why I was so happy when we got him, because it's like I know he's gonna bring that rim pressure. Now, really, with the way the team is right now, the injuries and just not really having the guard depth that we low key thought we would have. Like, we had Spencer Dinwiddie, and we're like, oh my god, like we got Spencer Dinwiddie, Trey Man, we got so many guards. Now it's like Trey's getting DMPs, and obviously with Dinwiddie, but it's like we're not seeing as many opportunities for LaMelo and Colin to be on the floor together, which I wish we kind of could a little bit because they play well off each other. But it is what it is. I love what Colin brings. He's been at around 20 minutes since the hamstring, so it's going to be interesting to kind of see, like, does that increase? Is this just Charles Lee, or is this just like precaution? So yeah, we'll see with that. Colin Knuple, he got off to a pretty good start. Tailed off for a little bit, but made his presence felt in that fourth. And I just love Khan because it's the resilience. It's the resilience. He's always just making plays, always playing at his own pace. And it's like at the end of the day, it's a lot of pressure on him, but he just steps up. Just got his rookie of the month again, and he just like, let's get to work. We got games to win. Like, I love him, man. I love him. Plus 18 plus minus, man. I mean, what can you say? But I mean, the thing is, even though his shot wasn't like falling, he missed a lot of open shots. 8 for 9 from the free throw line. I mean, and it's like the same way I just applied to Colin, 9 free throws. Con, 9 free throws. He's crafty. Not the fastest in the room, but he's just so savvy. He's just so savvy. He knows how to change speed, change direction, and just bait defenders. And it's like, at the end, honestly, I think it's the most free throws that I've seen him shoot. But it's like, this is what modern NBA players lack. If your shot isn't falling, can you find a way to get to the free throw line? Can you find a way to impact a game when your shot is not falling? Oh, my shot isn't falling. Let me get in the paint. Let me try to get to the line. It's like players don't think like that anymore. What used to be common sense, it's just not so common anymore. It's like now players are just determined to shoot themselves out of the slump. And all you're going to do is shoot your team out of the game. Like, literally, with Khan, he just makes the right plays. I love it. I literally love it. And like I said, it's resiliency. Resiliency builds habits like that. To stay calm, level-headed with the peaks and the valleys. Khan is always like this. Resiliency builds that. And yeah, man, I mean, PJ Hall, like I talked about, 22 minutes, gives us 10 and 6 with 2 blocks. And I mean, and he hit a 3, his first 3. And I want him to stick around. And it's going to be interesting to see, okay, when we get healthy, what's up? And the thing is, I really don't know what the fuck is up with Ryan's elbow. I'm not hearing much about it. Nobody's talking about it. But it's like, what is wrong with his elbow? What is the timetable? Maybe the report came out. I've just overlooked it. I'm gonna go and look after I get done with this video because I really am kind of curious. Like, what is his table to return? His timetable to return. But I love PJ Hall. I love what he's bringing, man. He plays with passion, and he can space the floor, and we need that at least out of one of them. And the thing is, I thought that Ryan would be doing that for us, but for some reason, I don't know if it's Coach Lee or if it's Ryan in his own head. But it's like for Ryan not to have a 3-point attempt all year except for one little shot clock heave, I feel like that's so weird considering he shot at Creighton. So it's like, and I understand, saying master the things that you're, excel at, and then, you can expand your game, kind of the way Steve Clifford was saying with Mark Williams, but Mark Williams wasn't splashing threes at Duke like that. I mean, Ryan can shoot. He shot in Summer League. We saw it. So I'm just kind of confused as to why Ryan will get the ball open at the top of the key or on the wing, and he doesn't even look at the rim. He immediately starts pivoting and hands the ball off. I just don't understand. So I'm really curious. I really want Ryan to start shooting the three because I think that would, I don't want to say make me like him more because I mean, I do like Ryan, but I don't know if I'm sold on him being our franchise starter just because of one, his rebounding and his post presence in general. Yes, he gets blocks, but he gets scored on a lot in the paint. And I think it's just he's slender, more of a slender build versus like PJ Hall is fucking husky. Even though he's not 7 foot, he's husky, he's bigger. Same with Musa, right? Just a huskier muscle type, just a different body type. But I like Ryan. I do. I like Musa too, but one of y'all need to be able to shoot the ball. It's 2026. And we really, with Miles being our 4 and he's 6'6", you have an undersized 4. If we're gonna have a big 5, you need to be able to trust the floor too. You need to be able to trust the floor. So it's like, PJ might end up taking somebody minutes. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see. And it's the same way, Musa was able to get into rotation because it's like injuries pile up. All of a sudden, this kid's out there on the floor and he's balling. And then once guys get healthy, you got some decisions to make. People start to look a little more expendable. Now, in this case, everybody here is still young, but I mean, so was Mark Williams and Nick Richards, and those were our draft picks. So it's like, we will see. Because, I mean, I like PJ Hall. I like what he's giving us. I really do. I really do. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm not going to do too much talking. There's nobody else really worth talking about. Josh Green, Sion, they will go out there, play defense, have a couple points. Nothing to write home about. Liam, I feel like he had been coming, along. Didn't give us really anything these past couple of games. But we'll see. Trey Man, he's getting DNPs, man. They're starting to pile up. I think this is his 3rd DNP in a row. No, it's been a couple. It's been a couple DNPs. I know he played in that Milwaukee game. So I think this is his 3rd DNP. This is 3rd DNP in a row. So I mean, it's sad. I saw Trey. He was mad. I think. I'm trying to think the exact point. I think this might have been when we were up 12. I don't know. Like, it was a timeout, and it's 4th quarter. We're up. We're about to win, and guys are coming to the bench. And Trey, he looked mad. He looked mad. And I hate it because, like, obviously, I think we do need that other guard. Honestly, at this point, this team really probably just needs defense, but we do need additional ball handlers at times. can't just run Colin and LaMelo into the ground, especially, if they're both kind of minutes restricted right now. Having that other ball handler would really help. But, Trey just hasn't been giving us much. And, his play put himself in this predicament. I mean, really just inefficient, over dribbling, subpar defense. What can we do with it? What can we do with it? If you're not a big player, you got to have efficiency. You got to have great defense. You got to have a great uh, passing ability to make shots easier for others. You have to bring something else to the floor. And with Trey Mann, we're just getting inefficient scoring. What else do you bring? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it comes to the point where it's like writing could be on the wall. And, I do expect us to make some type of moves before the deadline. Now, it depends on what our record looks like. It depends on who's calling it, a lot of factors. But, you know, I don't think this roster is going to be the exact same at the end of the deadline. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I just crossed 20-minute threshold. I'm about to wrap this up. I will catch you on the next one, man. Peace.